Welcome back to another week here at Side Hustles by Seoenz.
I'm Heidi So,
I'm Juan Carlos Enriquez.
and together we are Seoenz.
Heidi, can you let us know where we're doing this live from?
So today we are coming live from our fourplex. We've been working at this property fourplex for 9 months, and we're almost there. We are already starting to do our Airbnb design. We're finally done with construction, and now we're gonna start doing all the pretty things. So we're pretty excited about that. It's been a long time coming, and because we're here today and we have a little time, we definitely wanted to talk about the reasons why it's so great to do Airbnb in El Paso.
And here are the top 5 reasons to start your Airbnb in El Paso, Texas. So, Heidi, can you introduce us to the first one, which is big demand, low supply?
Yes, so that's our top one because we've noticed that there's a lot of traveling professionals, people coming to El Paso, not for tourism per se, but they definitely need a place to stay. Sometimes it's for a week, 2 weeks, or a month, but no one's really looking for a long term place, as in, oh, I need to sign a lease for a year. Everybody that's been coming, they definitely want something that it's already furnished. They don't have to worry about anything. They don't have to do the maintenance. They don't have to pay property taxes. They don't have to pay utilities. So that's a big thing. Like I've noticed with our properties, either our studios or our one bedrooms, they're completely booked the entire time. Like I haven't had a day off in most of them ever since COVID started. So it definitely pushed for that sort of demand. But El Paso, it's just full of potential. And there's just not enough Airbnbs out there. So that's what we are advocating. We've been advocating this for a while now. It's probably been a little bit over a year that we started advocating to get more hosts, to get more people interested in doing Airbnb in El Paso, but actually quality host. I'm willing to teach you guys how to do it, how to do it properly, how to do it to get 5 stars reviews, how to have a great cleaning team, or anything that you want to do it, but like doing it yourself. We definitely want to show you, and we've been offering workshops, educational workshops about Airbnb, how to get into the Airbnb industry and how to become a super host like ourselves. But I think that's the biggest thing. There's just so much demand. There's so many people that are constantly moving to El Paso or coming for a short term, and they just need a place to stay for a while, but they don't want to stay at a hotel. They definitely need a kitchen and, a living area of some sort. So that's the top reason. Like El Paso has a lot of potential, and there's still so much to grow here, that if you guys decide to start in El Paso your Airbnb business, you guys are going to be successful, like no matter what.
Yeah, and sometimes my wife tells me that there's a lot of demand, and the way that she shows me that there's a lot of demand is when she searches for the same night stay. Let's say she wants to stay tonight, and how many listings are there available that are 2 days, 4 days from today. So it is the quantity that the platform is throwing us out is like such a low quantity. So that's the measurement that we're taking on how many properties are available at any point in time. Because reservations, I mean, up to a month, 3 months or so, there are plenty of offers. But I mean, for the day, the ones that are going to be paying the most are the ones that are emergencies, or they are that are staying for some type of okay, I couldn't get this tenant, or I couldn't get this place. So that's how she tells me that, hey, there's such a low demand. I
And
mean,
another
such
thing,
a low supply. I'm sorry.
yeah. And another thing is like when I'm receiving multiple inquiries and I just don't have anywhere to place them. I'm like, I don't have anything that it's maybe for your budget or for how many bedrooms you need or that it's friendly. I've had so many people. I only have, at this moment, we only have two properties that are pet friendly. Everything else is not pet friendly. Now, the fourplex that we're working on, that's going to be pet friendly. We're actually doing a dog park out there. We're definitely want to do this pet friendly situation for, our Airbnb guests and have a great experience. But there's just not enough supply for the people that are needing a pet friendly space, and they don't have anywhere to stay. And that's another thing, right? Like there's so many different levels that you're able to offer your Airbnb experience, like for people to come and stay. But it's just, maybe it's not, maybe there's a lot of one bedrooms, okay, but how many are pet friendly? Or maybe there's not enough four-bedroom houses or three-bedroom houses or whatever it is. Like sometimes people decide to actually, get together with coworkers and let's just, get a big house and we'll split everything, evenly. So there's just so many things that we've noticed this past year, how things have changed. And before, we used to definitely just want to do more single homes or more single
Larger.
apartments.
Yeah.
And now what we've noticed is that there's actually a bigger demand for bigger homes. So I think there's two right now that are great. Either you get apartments like one bedroom studios, or you get big homes like 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom homes. That's gonna be where you're gonna be able to make the most money. But it's all up to you how you want to really go for this. But El Paso's great for it all. Here we are currently in this fourplex that we're doing. We have two studios and we have two bedrooms. We have one 2-bedroom, which is, this one's a 2-bedroom, one bath. And then next door we have a 2-bedroom, two baths. And then on the back end we have two studios. So we definitely, even though we know that there's a big demand for something like this, and that's what we focus on, making and investing, starting from bones and then picking it all up and doing that great Airbnb design that definitely makes us stand out from anything else. But yeah, so that's top one.
Yes. So going into number two is affordable properties. El Paso still has some affordable properties that are just in the budget of a lot of people. So I mean, not going to California or like any major city, that prices on like great location
So
can be affordable.
exactly. We had a lot of people moving from California to El Paso. That's been a big change this past couple of months that we've noticed. And obviously, people, they sell their homes in California for millions of dollars and then, or thousands of dollars. And, everything here feels like it's so cheap and the cost of living is so low. It's not that, that's not really the point. It's just that we are a big city, but we're not that big. So we're not there yet where our prices are going up. They have been going up big time from what it used to be like 1 year ago. But, and even our rents, like the rents have been going up like crazy because there's just so much demand of people wanting to move to El Paso because there's so many things coming to El Paso now. We have Amazon, we have Tesla, we have all of these constructions that are coming and making the city better. And obviously that comes with other people wanting to move here and know and realizing how great of a city this is. So that's one thing, that there's still affordable properties that you're able to buy and rehab, if that's something that you're willing to do. And that's pretty much how we've acquired most of our properties. We don't flip. I wouldn't say I flip homes because I don't sell them. Whatever I buy, I rehab and I keep. Um, and I keep for Airbnb. So from the way beginning, we know that this is going to be an Airbnb property. So we're going to design it like it is, what it should be for short-term rental. And that's why we focus a lot on location. So even there's a lot of affordable properties, they don't mean that all of them are ready for Airbnb. If the location, if the neighborhood doesn't feel safe or it feels sketchy, then obviously that's not going to be a great Airbnb experience for your guests, because we focus a lot on hospitality. And that's our main thing. We really want people to be comfortable and feel safe, and that their money goes a long way when they stay in our Airbnb properties.
Yes, and talking about location, I mean, access to a highway, it's key for transportation within the city. So as long as you're located close to an I-10 or the I-54, you
US.
have good yeah, US, I'm sorry, US 54. So there's great chances that your property is a good place for Airbnb. So going into number three are reasonable upkeeping cost.
Okay, so reasonable upkeeping cost. We're talking about, utility bills, maintenance, cleaning, amenities. All of those things, they're very reasonable here. We are growing, but it's nothing compared to anywhere else in Texas, where even Dallas or San Antonio, where your minimum wage is higher. So because we still have a very low minimum wage, which we have the federal minimum wage, a lot of people opt out to not do like minimum wage, but they opt out to just, I'll charge you this much to do this property, or I'll charge you this much to clean up your yard. And that's great. I mean, it's great for us because they feel that their money, they're getting worth their value. And for us, it's just very inexpensive at the end of the day. So you get to keep more of your profits with you. And that's a big thing that we've noticed, because I mean, I'm able to get a 4 bedroom, 3.5 baths home cleaned for $150. That's pretty reasonable, especially during COVID. And before, I mean, it was even cheaper. But what I mean is that it hasn't skyrocketed like other places that like that maybe COVID hit harder, or just that there's so many things going on. Just the fact that the cost of living is so high. So that's another thing. I think it's very important that the prices for maintaining your property, it's very reasonable, and that you feel your money is actually staying in your pocket and not just going on everything. Um, I'm just upkeeping the property. We notice from all of our properties that, we end up making profit really quickly, even though we are, what's it called? We're investing in great qualities. We don't just buy, cheap stuff. We get everything bulk. We try to save how we are able to do it without risking quality and hospitality. So by us doing this, it just makes us get our profits there sooner. And but that's another thing, right? We're always looking for, hey, how can we save money, or how can we actually keep more of our money with us?
And reduce the cost of renovations, so maintenance, cleaning supplies, that
I think
sort of
that's a
thing.
big thing, because thank you to my husband. We save a lot in labor. We save a lot in just doing many things that he's able to do. He's able to tackle. So whenever we get hired for Airbnb co-hosting, we're able to do most of everything without having to hire someone out. And obviously the owners of the properties thank us for it, because they don't have to be spending money elsewhere. So there's things that we need a license, or we don't know how to do, which is completely fine. But if it's something simple like, hey, can you fix the sink that it's leaking, if it's like very simple electrical issues, my husband's able to fix that. But there's always sometimes that we need to call an expert, or just an actual plumber or gas, HVAC, like all of those things. So we're trying to get there where we are just your one-stop shop for all of Airbnb. I think we're almost there.
Yes. Number four is the city is really welcoming. So El Paso has that southern friendly atmosphere that everybody calls each other kindly. So that's another thing about El Paso. There's a lot of friendly people that you can talk to and have networking and the relationships with them.
It's a very safe city overall. Downtown, we're right downtown. We have 14 properties downtown, and I have zero bad reviews about safety. No one's ever told me like, oh, I feel like I'm not safe here or anything. So even though we're right downtown, they're very happy with their stay. We have private apartment complex where no one else can come in. So we definitely took all the safety measurements that we thought were needed for this apartment complex because we're downtown. Um, but overall, I feel like a lot of people they like how nice and kind a lot of them. So I'm not saying all of them, okay, but I do say I can definitely assure that a high percentage of people in El Paso are very nice and they're not rude or racist or anything like that that makes some a tourist or not even a tourist but like just a traveler feel unwelcome. And out of many of my reviews, that's something that they actually mention where they're like, I felt very happy here. I came to work. Again, I've noticed that a lot of our Airbnb guests are traveling professionals. So they come to an atmosphere that they have to work, but they feel welcomed by the other coworkers. They don't feel like, oh, they don't want me here or something. Like, no, they're very happy with who they're working with, other people, when they go out to a bar, when they go out to restaurants. Like, it's just a very friendly atmosphere that I feel we have. So that's a great thing because when people want to come here or that they have to come here because of work, the fact that they feel welcome, I think it's a great reason for Airbnb to be successful in El Paso because they don't feel like we don't want them here. Like we're happy that they're here. We're very, I think we're just always trying to be accommodating and and just making them feel happy, especially us. I feel like with Airbnb, um, if they're here for the holidays, they're not able to be home because they have to work. We let them we actually gift them, from local candies or local shops. We try and make them feel like thank you so much for being in El Paso, helping our community out because we understand that it's holiday time and we all want to be with our families, and the fact that they're still here even if they're getting paid great money, like that's nothing. Like you're still choosing to work instead of being with your family, and we understand that so much that that's why we're very thankful when people are willing to sacrifice their family time for helping our community out. So we try and do that for them where we show a gift of appreciation, maybe from Nuestra Nostalgia, which is our candy shop, or from other local artists or local shops
Or
like
candle making.
candle making shops or mercantile that they sell, just depending. Um, so that's mainly it. I think that's a big thing that we are very welcoming. There's a lot of neighborhoods that are safe too. There's very few that are not safe, so it's good that pretty much no matter where you choose in El Paso, like your Airbnb property is gonna be profitable. And because there's just very few neighborhoods that are sketchy, most of them are just great neighborhoods and people are able to walk around and be safe. And if they had to arrive late, they don't feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna get mugged. And that's very important because a lot of our travelers that come here, they are solo travelers or most of the time they are women. So we have to make sure that whatever Airbnb property you choose, that it's that you would stay there, that you're, if your mom has to stay there, that you wouldn't feel scared or worried about her, because that's a big important thing for Airbnb.
And number five is that El Paso, we believe that has a great economical growth potential. There's a lot of shops that are going to be coming in. There's going to be new constructions that are going to be on downtown. So this is something that is going to explode the hospitality industry here in El Paso, and that's what we're betting our money on. Is that there's going to be a lot of growth in the future, and we are relying on that bet that people are going to still come to build those things to increase that value of El Paso in regards to tourism or healthcare, even for people that are retiring. They need that care. People are going to be retiring in low income or low or affordable cities, which is low cost of living here in El Paso. So that's something that we have to take into account to make for us to make that bet that there's going to be a lot of future growth in El Paso.
And another thing is just that, the price what you offer through Airbnb, it's obviously a much higher price, but people are willing to pay it. People are willing to pay it because, again, they're not from El Paso. They are coming to El Paso to work or do some sort of short-term stay. Therefore, most likely they're making big money. They're not afraid to pay Airbnb prices plus Airbnb fees plus everything else that comes with it. They understand this because they're coming from bigger cities that are way more expensive than here. So you shouldn't be afraid to price your space correctly and not leave money on the table, because the people that are coming here, they're actually professionals, and they prefer to pay what they know that they're going to get and be comfortable. But again, you have to make sure that your property delivers, that you as a host deliver, that your hospitality delivers. It's not just the fact that, oh yeah, they have money, so pay me. No, but make sure that everything that you're offering, it's there, that they don't feel like they're actually losing money. They shouldn't have stayed there. They should have just gone to a hotel. We are not hotels. We do not compete with hotels. We are homes. We want you to have a home away from home. And that's very important. When you come to El Paso and do Airbnb, you're not competing with hotels. People that stay at hotels will always stay at hotels. And we need hotels to survive for any sort of city, because that's where people are used to staying. But I'm not saying that people that are wanting to save money stay on Airbnb. That's not the case anymore. People that stay on Airbnbs, they definitely want a different experience. That's what they're looking for. They don't want four walls. That's not what they need. If they do need that, then they'll just stay at a hotel. They definitely want an experience. They want to be able to have that El Paso feel, that being a local. That's what you're selling, and it's a great way to sell it. Just because El Paso, it has that. It has that where, hey, yeah, like, be like us, eat Mexican food. We are in the United States, but we are at the border, so a lot of people just enjoy that. And there's just so many things, right, that we can talk about economical growth, but I feel that the main one is that El Paso has so much potential and it will continue to grow. There's no doubt about that, because if it wouldn't, bigger companies wouldn't be moving here. So the cost and the sociability will be moving upwards. So we want to make sure that our Airbnbs are up to that standard, and that people enjoy their stay and that they love the experience that we had to offer, and that they are so happy that they chose to stay at our Airbnb compared to a hotel, because we definitely try and give all the hotel feels of bathrobes and toiletries and all that, because we enjoy it. That's what we're here for. We love hosting. We love that people rave about our designs, and just that they're happy that they chose us compared to anything else or any other hotel. And that's just what it is right now. So the potential, the potential for growth, it's here. And if you guys want to be part of this, then now's the time. I know the market's still hot and whatever you're thinking, but there's so many properties for sale that, I mean, that's not an issue. And there's just so many different price levels as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That
Yes,
covers
and
it
if you
all.
want to know more about us, we're gonna have a workshop on March the 10th. It's gonna be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's gonna be a Thursday, and lunch is provided with our workshop. Heidi, what are they gonna know, or what they're gonna learn in this workshop?
So we're gonna teach you guys how to be super hosts, and how to join the Airbnb community. This is only happening in El Paso, Texas. So if you guys are listening and if you're in El Paso, come to our workshop. We are doing it in English March 10th, and we will be offering it completely in Spanish April 7th at the Union Plaza Loft venue. And we're offering lunch provided by Union Plaza Bistro, which is our upcoming restaurant. So we hope to see you guys there. If you guys are interested in being part of the Airbnb community, we want to teach you. We don't want to take your home and just do it all. We definitely want you to learn and just grow. So you guys can go to our website. That is seoenz.com. So that's seoenz.com. And there you'll see everything that we do, but the main one, it's gonna be the workshop. So definitely click on that workshop and get doing Airbnb in El Paso. And you guys can also follow us on Instagram. We are at Made by Seoenz. We also have all of our Airbnbs in one Instagram, and that's EPTX Airbnb. So you guys can follow us there. And if you guys want to shoot me an email, you're welcome to shoot me an email and ask me any questions that came abroad from this, video. It's Heidi@seoenz.com. And I think that's pretty much it. So, we're very happy to do another live. This is season 2. So this is our second episode from season 2. And we will continue doing them more frequently as much as we can. With everything that's going on, we're just moving so fast. We have our calendar completely booked for 2022. But if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer your emails or your Instagram DMs. You guys are welcome to shoot, ask away. I answer super fast. So any emails that you guys send my way, I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as I can. And or if you just want to wait and just come to our workshop, then that's also a possibility.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. If you want to leave a message or a text, a comment, I'll post the workshop link too in the comment section.
Oh, okay. In the comment section.
And well, that's it. We'll see you next week with another.
Hopefully.
Another episode.
Well, another episode of Side Hustles by Seoenz. So, thank you guys.